Take an all-star cast, put them in a warehouse, add some guns, some different nationalities, and some angst, and you get a big fucking shootout for the whole movie. Does it work? Oh yeah. So Free Fire is the latest film from director Ben Wheatley and stars an amazing cast that features Armie Hammer, recent Oscar winner Brie Larson, the incomparable Sharlto Copley, and the amazing Cillian Murphy. It takes place in 1978 and has the shoulder pads and paisley pattern blouse to prove it. This callously uproarious new film takes place entirely inside, well, almost entirely, inside a tumble-down waterside warehouse in Boston, Massachusetts, where a delegation from the Irish Republican Army are collecting a shipment of weapons from a yawping South African gunrunner. 10 points if you can guess who the yawping South African gunrunner is gonna be. Just paint the picture. The ground is strewn with dust, dirt, broken glass, and every broken wall is almost smirking like with a gapped toothed grin. The only thing that matters inside this warehouse are the money and the guns. Lives come a very distant third, and the movie explores these things in that order. In short, there's nothing really worth fighting for here, but that doesn't mean the two sides aren't gonna give it a try. The one thing you've got to appreciate going into this movie is that while all the characters are funny in their own unique and really uproarious way, none of them are heroes. There are no heroes in here. Every character in here is one of life's bad people. Everyone from Armie Hammer's very, very debonair introductee to Justine, played by Brie Larson, who's kind of there to make sure things go smoothly, to Sharlto Copley's Vernon being this really, really loud, arrogant, know-it-all gunrunner, to Cillian Murphy's killer, cool Irishman, who just wants to buy the guns and get the fuck out of there. So when you've got a character piece where none of the characters are inherently likable, you've got to flip things up around a little bit. You've got to make sure that the place you're setting the whole movie in, and they really don't move much, is engaging. You've got to make sure that the chemistry between the characters, no matter how explosive it may be, is engaging. You've got to make sure that it's funny and that the violence is novel, not just violence for the sake of violence. When was the last time we had a movie that was set in one place and ticked all these boxes? Yeah. It's that good. It's that type of movie. You are looking at the 21st century Reservoir Dogs, I shit you not. Just everything in this movie works so well. From take this for instance, the way that this is a movie about a gun deal gone wrong. Even the way the editing borrows inspiration from that. The way it's rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, quick editing from one character to another during the shootout. It borrows elements from Michael Mann's Heat. Seriously, I have not heard guns sound this dangerous and angry and loud, and more to the point, real, since Heat. The guns in this movie just sound meaty. They sound like proper guns, not these Hollywood little pew-pew sounds that we get so often now. This is real shit that we're dealing with here, people. And even the group's fashion sense is almost as loud as the deafening muzzle shots and the twanging ricochets filling the air. Bottom line is, these characters are all clowns. And I mean that in the purest sense of the word. Rag-clad, outcast buffoons who deserve absolutely everything that the universe has lined up for them. And the movie just revels in making sure they get it. And as an audience, we're on for that ride. And it basically turns into a black comedy. This is a very, very black comedy. Now, I don't often bring this up in reviews, but this type of movie, it's the kind of merry mayhem that just demands such careful, masterful precision and technique. But it's in no short supply. I've mentioned it already, but everything from the whip crack editing, to the parping free jazz score, to the great cinematography, all jam sticky colours and high fibre visual grit. And yet, for all its gesticulations towards Quentin Tarantino, Sam Peckinpah and Martin Scorsese, who by the way is actually an executive producer in this movie, the movie goes out of its way to be as much not like those films as possible. There's no glamour. Bullets wound and immobilize with agony. And the most deserved deaths, when they do finally arrive, will literally have you twisting in your seat. But the kind of glamorous clean kill on which the entire tradition of the Hollywood shootout has been built are conspicuous by their absence. It's just a big shootout in a warehouse after a gun deal gone wrong. Yeah, that is arguably all it is. But I think time and further viewings may prove different. This movie, I think, I wasn't overestimating when I said earlier, this is going to be the 21st century Reservoir Dogs. This movie is going to be talked about for years to come. It's going to be deciphered, torn apart and put back together by critics, film school students and professors alike for many, many years to come down the line. And I think when you see this, I think you're seeing something really special in the making. In conclusion, guys, I am giving Free Fire 9 out of 10. It's so pleasant when you go into the cinema not expecting much and are just blown away. I am a big fan of Ben Wheatley. The cast are ultimately what drive me in with the director. Add in the fact you've got Martin Scorsese, executive producer. Yeah, these are all reassuring points, but I didn't have a clear idea what I was getting into when I went in. I knew it was about a gun deal that went wrong, but expand. And boy, does the movie expand in the most contained way possible. Just the characters are so loathable, but so engaging. The gunshots, the pomp of their clothing, just everything in this movie works to a T. The only reason it's not getting full score is because it's a one-trick pony, but what a trick. Man, what a trick. Guys, if you want to see something original, we're all complaining about, there's too many remakes, there's too many superhero movies, there's too many prequels, sequels, whatever. This is a unique piece of cinema. And if you want to see more movies which are unique, we're all out there complaining about there's not enough unique films in Hollywood anymore. Big up yourself, bite the bullet, go and see something unique. I know it's scary, I know the cinema is not cheap to go to. Go and see an original piece of cinema. Send the message to Hollywood that we want more movies like this, because this is special. I cannot recommend Free Fire enough. Go and enjoy it, and go and tell everyone else to go and see it. Go check out Free Fire. So over to you guys, what did you think of Free Fire? Are you going to see it based on this review if you haven't seen it yet? And what is your favourite shootout movie of all time? Personally, after this I'd go with Michael Mann's Heat, but I want to hear what you guys have to think. Leave your thoughts and your comments below, give this video a thumbs up, and please hit that subscribe button and share this video with any friends, family and movie fans you may know and have. And until next time, from the Silver Screen Dudes, see ya!